In previous lecture, we have seen surface tension. What is surface tension? Surface tension in liquid droplet, surface tension in hollow bubble, surface tension in liquid jet, and numericals on surface tension. In this lecture, we have to see what is capillarity, capillary tube, and expression for capillary rise and capillary fall, and numericals on capillary rise and capillary fall. Before going for capillarity, we have to know what is capillary tube. Capillary tube is a glass tube having a very small diameter. See here, this will be our capillary tube. It has very small diameter. So this is a capillary tube. So for studying capillarity, what we have to do? We have to insert this capillary tube in the liquid, and in this, see here, this is liquid, and if the liquid level, after inserting the capillary tube in liquid, we have to hold this tube vertical, and if the liquid level rises in this tube like this way, or see here, if the liquid will rise in this tube, then it is called as capillary rise. This is called as capillary rise and it is denoted by H. Or if the liquid level in this tube falls below the general level of liquid, this is called as capillary fall. Or see here, this distance will be from general level will be capillary fall. So now see the definition of capillarity. So capillarity is defined as phenomenon of rise or fall. This is rise or fall of liquid surface in a small tube relative to the adjacent general level of liquid when the tube is held vertically in the liquid. What we have to do here, we have to hold the capillary tube vertically in the liquid. If liquid level rises in the tube, then it is called as capillary rise, and if liquid level falls below the general level of liquid, then it is called as capillary fall. So this rise of liquid surface in the capillary is known as capillary rise, and this fall of liquid surface in the capillary is known as capillary diffraction. So this rise h or this fall h from general level will be denoted by, or will be calculated in terms of centimeter, mm or meter of the liquid. Now we have to see expression for capillary rise. See here, consider a small diameter tube with having diameter small d, which is held vertically in the liquid. See here, a small diameter tube of diameter small d open at both ends is inserted in a liquid, say water. The liquid will rise in the tube above the general level of the liquid. So let small h will be the height of the liquid in the tube. This will be small h. This is the height of liquid in the tube. Under the state of equilibrium, the weight of liquid of height h is balanced by the force at the surface of the liquid in the tube, and the force at the surface of the liquid in the tube is also surface tension. So see here, there will be two forces. So weight of the fluid in this tube and surface tension force. So see here, let sigma will be surface tension in the liquid and theta will be angle of contact between liquid and the glass tube. See here, this will be sigma and this is theta, angle between glass tube and liquid surface. See here, once again see the diagram here. See here, this is a vessel in which liquid is placed, and we will held capillary tube in a vertical position. See here, this is surface tension force. This will be rise of the liquid small h, and this will be theta, angle between liquid surface in the capillary tube and glass tube. Here two forces act on the liquid. First force is weight of the liquid in the capillary tube in downward direction, and another force is surface tension force in vertical component of surface, sigma, surface tension force or surface tension force, vertical component of surface tension force, this force, and weight component will act on the liquid surface in the glass tube. So they are equal and opposite in the direction. Now see here, the weight of the liquid in the, or the weight of the liquid of height h in the tube is equal to area of the tube into h into rho g. So pi by 4 d square into h into rho into g. This will be weight of the liquid at height h in the tube. This will act vertically downward. And next component will be component of surface tension force, which act vertically upward direction. So see here, second component will be vertical component of surface tensile force will be sigma into circumference into cos theta. Here cos theta is used because this is component in vertical direction. So sigma will be surface tension and pi d will be circumference and cos theta. This is equation number second. So what we have to do for equilibrium condition, equation number 1, that is weight force of the liquid in the tube, which is given by pi by 4 d square into h rho g, which will be equal to the surface tensile force or vertical component of surface tensile force, which is equal to sigma pi d cos theta. So we have to equate those two equations, this equation and this equation. Here we will get h is equal to sigma pi d cos theta divided by pi by 4 d square into rho g. Here pi will get cancelled, here 1d and 1d from denominator will get cancelled. So h is equal to 4 sigma or 4 sigma cos theta upon rho gd. This is equation for capillary rise. And for water, the value of theta will be negligible or 0. So cos 0 which will be equal to 1. So for rise, capillary rise for water is given by h is equal to 4 sigma upon rho gd. This is equation for water, and this is for other liquids which are lighter and in which capillary rise takes place. So this is expression for capillary rise in a liquid. So now we have to see expression for capillary fall. See in the diagram the expression for capillary fall. See here, first see diagram. This is a vessel in which liquid is placed. Then insert a capillary tube in that liquid, say mercury. See here, sigma will be surface tensile force, h will be the height of depression in mm, centimeter or meter. See theta, angle between liquid surface and glass tube, and pressure force will act on the surface of the liquid in the glass tube. See here, when the tube is dipped in the mercury, the level of mercury in the tube will lower than the general level of the liquid as shown in figure. So see in this figure, all the parameters are shown and mercury is also shown. This is our capillary tube. So this is figure for capillary fall. Here now see, h will be the height of depression in centimeter, mm or meter. In equilibrium condition, two forces will act there. And first force is, which is first force? Surface tension in, here two forces, surface tension in downward direction. So component of surface tension in downward direction, and the hydrostatic force which will act in upward direction, and hydrostatic force is due to pressure intensity at depth h, at the depth of the small h. So see here, only two forces act on the, in this diagram only two forces acts. First force is surface tension force, which is acts in downward direction, and second force is hydrostatic force, surface tension force and hydrostatic force, which will act in upward direction. So in equilibrium, two forces are on mercury inside the tube. First force is due to surface tension in downward direction, which is given by sigma pi d into cos theta, sigma into circumference into cos theta. And second force is hydrostatic force in upward direction, which is given by, or which is equal to pressure intensity at depth of small h and into area of the glass tube. So which is equal to P into pi by 4 d square, which is equal to the value of pressure intensity is given by P is equal to rho gh. Rho is density, g is acceleration due to gravity, and small h is capillary depression or the length of capillary depression, and area is pi by 4 d square. So in equilibrium condition, what we have to do? We have to equate those two equations. By equating those two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2, we will get equation for value of h. So see here, for equilibrium condition, equate equation 1 and equation 2. Here sigma pi d cos theta is equal to rho g h into pi by 4 d square. So h equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon rho gd. This will be final equation. Here pi get cancelled, and here 1d, and this d will be 1. Here 1d will be get cancelled. So the value of h will be 4 sigma cos theta upon rho gd, and theta for mercury and glass tube. The angle of contact for mercury and glass tube will be 128 degree. So this is expression for capillary fall or capillary depression. Now we are going to see numerical on capillary rise and capillary fall. See here what is given in the problem. Calculate the capillary rise in a glass tube of 2.5 mm diameter when immersed vertically in a water and in mercury. The surface tension sigma is given as 0.0725 Newton per meter for water, and for mercury it is given as 0.52 Newton per meter. The specific gravity for mercury is given as 13.6. This is value of specific gravity, which is denoted by capital S, and angle of contact is 130 degree. So first write down the given quantity or what is given in the problem. See here what is given. Here diameter is given, diameter equal to 2.5 mm. So we have to convert this diameter into SI unit, that is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So we have to convert it into all quantities, convert it into meter for the calculation purpose. So 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter. So sigma for water is given as 0.0725 Newton per meter, and sigma for mercury 0.52 Newton per meter, and specific gravity capital S for mercury is 13.6. So now we can calculate density for mercury. So density for mercury equal to 13.6 into 1000, so 13600. This will be kg per meter cube. This will be density for mercury. Now capillary rise in case of water at theta is equal to 0 degree. For water, angle of contact is 0 degree, so cos 0 will be 1. So equation will be h is equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon rho gd. So 4 sigma cos 0 rho gd. So 4 into 0.0725, this is value of sigma or surface tension, and cos 0 is 1. So value of rho for water, and this will be acceleration due to gravity 9.81, and this will be diameter 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So equal to h equal to 0.0118 meter. So we can convert it into mm or centimeter. So we have converted here 1.18 centimeter. So this will be equation for capillary rise, and from this equation we have calculated the capillary rise as 1.18 centimeter. So we can keep value this as it is, or we can convert it into the centimeter. So this is capillary rise in the water. Now we have to calculate the capillary fall for the mercury. See here, for mercury, angle of contact theta will be 130 degree. So first write down the equation of h. H is equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon rho gd. So put value 4 as it is. Sigma is equal to 0.52 into cos theta. Cos theta is 130 degree. So cos 130 value of rho for mercury is written here, and value of J 9.8 is written here, and then value of D 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. So the value will become as minus 0.004 meter. We can convert it into centimeter. This will equal to minus 0.4 centimeter, and negative sign is used for the, or negative sign shows that it is capillary depression. So this will be 0.4 centimeter will be capillary depression. In this lecture, we have seen what is capillarity, expression for capillary rise and expression for capillary fall, and numericals for capillary rise and capillary fall. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you liked my videos, then please subscribe to my channel TechnoSouls Creations and stay tuned for more updates. Thank you. Have a great time.